Hi everyone! In this video I am going to show you all how to shade. So this will be a little intro and you have today and tomorrow to work on it. I'm going to show you a few different things that I want you to practice and think about and add to this week's sketch. So before you start and work along with me, please make sure you have a sheet of paper. It's totally fine if it's computer paper or lined paper, just whatever you have on hand, and eraser and a pencil. So we all have different materials, and when it comes to shading, you can honestly just use a 2B pencil. That will work, just your normal yellow one. If you have art pencils at home, please take a look at the label of your art pencils. If you can see that, they're labeled as H or B, B meaning really soft, which gives you darker values with less pressure, and H means the pencil will give you a really light look. So you can use these two if you have them. And of course you can use a mechanical pencil. It will just be a little hard to get really dark values. So grab your tools, grab any snack you might need or some water, and we're gonna get started. I'm going to work with my normal number 2 pencil because I think that is what's gonna be the most popular tool. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's label our sheet of paper so we know what we're doing. We are doing an introduction, to shading. Excuse my messy handwriting, and I don't think that's fully centered, but that's okay. So our goals today, we are going to make a value scale. We're going to create a gradient and turn a circle into a sphere. Creating a value scale. The first thing we're going to do is actually draw out our scale. So here is a little tip when you are starting your sketch, and that is to use really light pressure. And what I mean by light pressure is barely touch your paper, and that will give you the faintest line. When you are starting your drawing, you don't have to go in really hard. So, let me show you. So light pressure is, so to practice creating different pressures, I would actually hold your pencil towards the end and hold it at a side angle like this, and not all the way up here like how when you're writing. Hold your pencil a little differently when you're drawing, and that will help you out. So light pressure is like this. You can like barely see that that little line, and when you press harder, you get that really dark line in one go. When you're drawing, when you're sketching, it's really important to start lightly because that will let you erase the lines easier later, and it will be better for your hand as well, and for you to practice creating different values. So this is light versus dark. Less pressure, more pressure. And you can take any notes you need to during this time if it helps you. So let's get our value scale going. I'm going to just sketch and eyeball mine out. Do you see how I'm continuing to hold my pencil like towards the eraser, not towards the tip part? When you're trying to draw a straight line, don't just move your wrist around, like flick your wrist. Use your whole entire arm and move it across. This is really good practice for maintaining a healthy wrist, and it gives you more control. Do you see how light I'm starting off? It's kind of messy. I'm not using just one line, and that is totally fine. This doesn't need to be perfect. If you really want it to be though, please feel free to grab a straight edge or a ruler. I am just going to eyeball it because for me personally, it's faster to do it this way. And I want you to create at least 8 different sections.